This is the story of an album recorded in a garage during the COVID lockdown. This is all about the new invention. I'm Old Water. My name is Johannes. I'm a musician, arranger, songwriter, producer, instrumentalist, singer, all in one. So the new invention is my first season of songs. Each part is going to reveal a different part of my personality, my humor, my love, my anger, my fear, my hate, my everything. So it's going to get very personal. When I first started writing songs, when I was growing up playing music, I always wrote big arrangements. For music in general, it was more like compositions than songs. But I found at one point, nothing was happening with them. It was very frustrating trying to work with other musicians or find musicians who would stick with it. It wasn't working. You need to rely on a lot of people in order to get anything done with these big arrangements. So one day I just decided I'm going to start writing for myself. So I picked up an acoustic guitar and just thought I'm going to write something that I don't need anybody else for. I'm going to start singing myself, and a lot of these songs come from that process of learning to be independent. A few years later, I realized I was writing these songs, but I didn't really have a reason for it. I was just enjoying writing. And I thought, you know what? For once, I'm going to actually sit down, I'm going to record it, and I'm going to take the same attitude. I'm going to do it all myself. I am the guitarist, I am the mandolin player, I am the singer, I even play percussion, keyboards, bass guitar, a bit of everything. But I have some incredible people working with me. Phil Meinl, he's an amazing drummer. He has put up with me sending him 8-handed drum parts and reducing them down to one man, yet making them sound exactly the same. He's present on most of the songs with drums. I've got Adkins, who has been mixing all of the songs, and they're sounding incredible. He's an incredible producer. Other instrumentalists, I've got Joe Baker-Sullivan, who play amazing keyboards. He plays amazing violin, tin whistle, accordion. There's a whole bunch of stuff. He plays so many little parts throughout the different songs, like even just 1 or 2 bars at a time. Elias Lintos on percussion. He appears in a handful of songs. I sent him whatever rough percussion I could come up with on Logic, and then he turned it into something real and something incredible, so thank you so much for that. On backing vocals, we have Grace Hudson, incredible vocalist. I've had some wonderful people working with me on this, and I'm so grateful. All of these guys have their own music out there. Elias Lintos under his own name. He makes some incredible world music. Grace under the name Bella. She has a couple of EPs and at least one album, I'm pretty sure, out on streaming platforms. Job appears absolutely everywhere on the Birmingham scene. You'll find he's playing in the strangest of places. Phil has his own album under the name The Easter Island Heads, which features yours truly on guitar, so I'm very happy about that. There's some incredible guitar in there, by the way, and some incredible drums. And he sings too. He's an amazing producer as well. He produced it all himself, mixed and mastered it. Adkins is out there doing production. You'll find his name in all kinds of places. Oh man, it's a huge list. Being specific, I think someone that I grew up with surrounding me was Queen. Queen are an incredible band, and I know a lot of people say that, and of course they're totally right, but wow, I love the way they compose music, I love the way they write it. I love Freddie Mercury and his style, his flamboyant nature, everything that he does. You can tell a lot of the songs are his songs personally. It comes from his theatrical and amazing attitude to music. Another big influence is going to be Damien Rice, an Irish guy. He came out with a couple albums and then had a 13-year break, but those 2 albums, those 2 first albums in particular, are absolutely incredible. They stay with me today. There isn't a single song that I don't love. I get a lot of my sensitive side from him. Other musical influences, I love traditional folk music. Again, I grew up with that kind of thing and expanded on that. I found my own taste. I love jigs and reels and hornpipes, especially English traditional music, but then I'm a big fan of heavy metal, of rock, and even like electronic dance music, jazz. You know what, there's so many influences, and you're going to hear more about them later.